9.5-foot pre-lit artificial tree from, I believe, Hobby Lobby a few years ago, and it is on this. It is a slimline tree, not a pencil tree, but a slimline tree they call it. And so this is the tree naked, and I think it's beautiful just as it is. But you know, we've got to pretty her up just a little bit. And I have my box of large picks right here. I always start out with my large picks to put in the tree to make it a little more full. And I always have our boxes labeled so that I know exactly what I need or what I need to grab for off of the high shelves in our basement. So I have my large picks here on the coffee table, making it a little bit easier to get to them. And then I'm just going to start by adding in some of these larger picks and give the tree the fullness that I prefer. I'm going to start with the middle to bottom section of the tree because that's where I find the most sparse areas that I want to be just a little bit more full. These are just a few of the large picks that I have, and I've actually collected these over the years. These have berries. I believe these were from Michael's, and I actually think these were from Michael's too. And I usually order these online, but these are two of the styles of the larger picks that I typically use. So I start out with the larger picks, the longer and larger picks for the bottom, and as I get toward the top part of the tree, that's when I start adding in the shorter or the smaller picks. So this one will be kind of in the middle of the tree, top half of the tree or top quarter of the tree, and the bottom of the tree. And this way I can just shape the tree however I would like to shape it, because a lot of times these artificial trees tend to be a little bit too perfect for me, for my style. I like a more rustic style, and I don't want the tree to be so perfect that it doesn't look like it came straight out of the woods. I want my tree to actually look real. So I'm going to find some of those larger voids, like right here. And that is where I'm going to place that really long, large pick. It's harder to do with one hand, y'all, but I'll get it. Oh, see? That just made such a huge difference. And these picks are an investment. The larger picks are not cheap at all, but they make such a huge impact on the tree that I feel like they're totally worth the investment, and they last a really long time. I've probably had most of these picks for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years already. So to me, that's totally worth it. So now I'm just going to keep filling it in, and then I'll show you all how I do the top of the tree. And another thing to consider when you're putting your picks in is to put them in kind of at an upright angle. Do you see what I mean? They're, I don't know how else to describe it, but put them in kind of at an upright angle so that the branches are sticking up and out a little bit. Just gives the tree a much more realistic look. So hopefully y'all can see the difference in how this tree is shaping up as we go. I actually use a lot more of the picks on this tree in our upper level than I do ornaments, because I just like the way it looks. And I don't worry too much about the back area because no one's really going to see that. I will decorate it a little bit on the back side, but no one really sees that, so I don't worry about that too much.
First flake of snow is set to fall today. It comes to say that Christmas is on its merry way, and for every single child,
that's really shaping up nicely.
Santa's sleigh.
your tree from every single angle from which it will be seen. Figure out where the dead spots, I call them, where all your dead spots are. And that's where you're going to want to place the remainder of your picks. If you want to use ornaments, make sure that you leave room for those. You can also use those to even out your tree. I'm going to put this pick right there. Right in here. Now let's back up and see how that looks. Much better. Just gotta work on this one right here. And right there. And we'll use this one and this one. Since I need to make the flocked colors be kind of sporadic throughout the tree. One here. Fill that in right there. Next, I move on to my ribbon, and I just cut this burlap ribbon to fit the Merry Christmas, and then I did a dovetail cut on those. But this just came in a large spool of ribbon from TJ Maxx, and I just cut it up into individual pieces to put on my tree. This I got from Etsy, and it's so pretty. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. And that will go right in the center of the tree. Now, we ended up having to buy a new tree. This is the exact same tree. Unfortunately, this one's just a little bit taller for some reason. And we literally cannot fit our star on top no matter what we tried to do without actually ruining the tree. So I've just had to be creative and make a different type of topper for this tree. But I do miss our star because I love it. However, I used it on one of our trees in our lower level. So at least I'm still able to use it.
Christmas honey, yeah. The snowman's dusting off his hat, putting on the show for everybody, to give them a smile that lasts another year. There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December ends, when the children are singing, yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby.
So I got these gorgeous little candy canes off of Etsy. How cute are these? They're just little old-fashioned candy canes. And they are the last thing I put on my tree. And I just hang them on sporadic branches where there might be kind of what I call a dead spot, or an area where I couldn't really put an ornament or whatnot. I just love them so much. They're dainty and beautiful and rustic. I love them.
Your secret dreams can come true. There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December ends, when the children are singing, yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby. Ooh, yeah. There's room at the table for big and for small. The fire is popping, the chestnuts are cracking, yeah. Merry Christmas, baby. There's something that happens when something that happens when December ends, when December ends, yeah. Oh, it's Merry Christmas, baby. Merry Christmas, baby. It's Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. There's something that happens when something that happens when December ends, when December ends, yeah. Oh, it's Merry Christmas, baby. Merry Christmas, baby. It's Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. It's Merry Christmas, baby. Yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby.